morning. We've got with us on the line Elizabeth Naff. Elizabeth is with the Beau Rivage, the Engagement Communications Partner, here to talk a little bit about what all's going on with the MGM Foundation. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you doing?
Good morning, Lucian. Doing great. How are you today?
I am doing well. Are you in Biloxi today?
Yes, I am, and excited to be here. Ready to do this interview with you bright and early today.
Well, I appreciate your doing it. It's some exciting work. It sounds like y'all are working on.
Yeah, we're gearing up for our grant application, time period. So it's a very exciting time. Working at Beau Rivage, the MGM Resorts International has an employee-led nonprofit called MGM Resorts Foundation. So now is that grant application time, like we talked about, and gearing up for another exciting year.
So this is something that the MGM Foundation does every year to try to support the community?
We do, yes. Every year we have events throughout the year that are employee-driven fundraisers. So all year long at the Beau Rivage, we will have about 2 to 3 fundraising events. As you're seeing on the screen here, rolling through, those are some of those that are highlighted for you today. And all the funds that we raise at these events are then donated to the MGM Resorts Foundation. And luckily, our company matches those funds, so we're able to donate
That's extraordinary.
double back to the community.
So this is not just the company donating. This is actually employees getting out there and raising money, and then MGM coming in behind it and matching things.
Yeah, exactly. We have what's called a social impact and sustainability committee. And so what they'll do is they'll plan these events for our employees, and we try to get more and more creative every year. And all the funds that we raise through these, projects or events are then donated to the foundation. So for 2024, we had a really active year. We had our first ever pickleball tournament. Which
Oh, really?
a lot of us had to learn how to play pickleball real quick to be able
I think I may be the last human being who has not played pickleball, from what I can tell, at least from what my friends seem to indicate.
Listen, we have it coming up in May. You're welcome to practice with us. I'm just going to say it's more active than I thought it was going to be. And I'll leave it at that.
It's more than ping pong, which is kind of, I thought it was essentially standing up ping pong, but I get the sense it's a lot more active than that.
It is. It really is. And it's a good time. What I liked about the pickleball is it really drove a unique crowd of all ages. And so it was really kind of something for everyone. And it promoted getting outside and kind of something, that's different from our day-to-day operations. So we really enjoyed that event. We had about 80 participants in that. And then we've had other events throughout the year, like bowling tournaments. That is a very competitive one. We've been doing that for years now. And, everybody has T-shirts made. And so lots of team spirit with that one. We have a golf tournament at our beautiful Fallen Oak golf course, where that's another favorite. And that's probably one of our top 3 highest, fundraisers of the year. We really do bring in a lot of fun from that event. And what's cool about that event is it allows employees to get out there at Fallen Oak, have a great discounted green fee, and just enjoy themselves and kind of get that perspective from what our guests are experiencing as well. And we make it a lot of fun. We have the longest drive contest. We have closest to the hole. So lots of good things with that one as well. And for that one, we normally have about 120 plus participants. So great way to capture another kind of ways of our employees to get active and participating with this foundation. So we really try to think of ways to capture, something for everyone basically in these events.
So now that the so the grant application process is about to open up, is that right?
Look, there we are.
Oh,
right
there we go. That's the pickleball tournament. Where is that? Is that part of the Beau Rivage campus?
We partnered with the city of Biloxi.
Okay.
The Cedar Lake one, but they let us use about 8 pickleball courts to reserve that day, and it lasted a good 5 hours, that tournament.
Really?
Several brackets, and the winners were what you just saw, I believe, was the second round, and yeah, it was a great day.
That's wonderful. And then, so now we've got the grant application process is open up. Is that sort of the next big step here?
Yeah, it actually went live today. So, and it runs all the way through March 7th. So definitely recommend and encourage nonprofits in our area to apply. Typically, we encourage nonprofits that have programs that service food insecurity, workforce development, or education. Those are our 3 pillars. Those are the 3 things that we focus on through MGM Resorts Foundation. So those are typically the programs that we try to support. And we definitely encourage you to apply. You could go to mgmresorts.com for more information, or email us at foundation@mgmresorts.com.
And the focus, Elizabeth, is primarily on nonprofits in and around the community where Beau Rivage employees live and work.
Yes, exactly. The thought process there is, to fund these programs that may affect our employees, or our employees may be able to utilize their services. So it kind of goes full service or full circle there. And so normally, Harrison County or our 3 coastal counties are a big priority for us. But they have a big impact all over the state a lot of the times. And it's really cool to see those efforts. But primarily through the coastal area, something that our employees could utilize if needed.
That makes a lot of sense. It seems like you've already given a good amount from the foundation all across South Mississippi, just looking at last year's numbers.
Yes, we have donated, last year in 2024, $180,000 went back to our community. And what you're seeing right there is something really cool, the Oyster Reef Restoration project that I would love to touch on at some point.
Yeah, please. Tell us more about that. That looks fascinating.
So that is several of our Beau Rivage employees right there moving oysters for the Oyster Reef project. That's in Christian right there. But there are other reefs in Harrison County and Jackson County that we're working with. This is a partnership with the Nature Conservancy. And so something really cool that we're doing at our restaurants is recycling our oyster shells. So BR Prime, Coralines, any of our restaurants that have oyster shells, we are donating back to the Nature Conservancy, and then they are dropping those in the man-made reefs. It's a restoration project that really came way after the Bonnie Carey spillway and hurricanes that affected it and things like that. So something that we're really passionate about, and just trying to continue that sustainability goal that we have as a community partner.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It looks like we got some images there of the golf tournament, I imagine.
Yep, that's the beautiful Fallen Oak right there. It was a beautiful day. Our next one will be March 18th, so we're starting the registration process for that. So another busy year ahead, and looking forward to a great event. You're welcome to join us, Lucian, if you'd like. Just let me know.
Yeah, no, that looks fantastic. I'm a fan of playing golf poorly, and also a fan of raising money. So I will have to look at that date and see if I can make it down there.
You're a good company.
We've got about a minute left, Elizabeth. Any sort of final thoughts, things you want to make sure we hit, and let people know where they can get more information on how to give and how to apply?
Yeah, I would like to say, since this foundation, we have given back $2 million to the community. So trying to really focus on what matters, and that is our employees and our community and our guests, of course. Last year, we were able to donate to 13 nonprofits, Feeding the Gulf Coast, the Boys and Girls Foundation, and Community Care Network, nonprofits like that. that really do make an imprint in our community. So we're thrilled to partner with them again. And if you want more information, visit mgmresorts.com or email foundation at mgmresorts.com, and we'll be happy to assist you. What you're seeing now is us doing.
Hey, Elizabeth, we're coming up on a break. You got time to stick with us for a little bit more after this?
I do.
Sounds great. Well, we'll be back right after this break with a little more with Elizabeth Naff, with Beau Rivage, talking about all the good work their foundation does. Thanks, y'all. Good morning, y'all. This is Lucian Smith here on the Gallo Radio Show on SuperTalk, Mississippi. Still with us on the line is Elizabeth Naff, the HR Engagement and Communications Partner for the Beau Rivage. We've been talking a little bit about the Beau for the MGM Resort Foundation and what they're doing for community partners in South Mississippi. Tell us some more, Elizabeth, about some of the projects down there that you all have supported.
Definitely. And a picture you just saw a moment ago was us in the Pack to Give Back event, where the Beau Rivage employees packed over 50,000 meals. Wow. And that was such a unique event. That was in celebration of our 25th anniversary at Beau Rivage that we recently had. And so we had over 160 volunteers for that event. And with those food, with that food packing, we were able to donate to 4 different food pantries in our area, 2 of which were Back Bay Mission and Lord Is My Help. And so it's a really great opportunity because our Beau Rivage, they just love to volunteer. They love to get in there and really give back. So it's such a valuable thing for us to have as employees of Beau Rivage. And that right there, what you're seeing is our Veterans Employee Engagement Group. They are providing meals at the VA, which is another huge focus for us, is providing services for veterans or military families.
Such a big veteran community on the coast. That makes a lot of sense. I imagine a fair number of employees are veterans or connected to veterans.
Yep, several of them. Rick Hatt, who you see right there, is a veteran. He's our safety manager, and he leads the way a lot on our veterans efforts. So that the VA, the Fisher House, we partner a lot with them to provide meals or services for our veterans. And also, I would like to say for our MGM Resorts grant, if you have a program that services veterans, that's another way that we like to provide funds for those programs as well. So I definitely encourage you to apply if you have a veteran program.
What are we looking at here with the candy getting packed?
So that is what we call Boo-grams, and that's probably one of our biggest fundraisers throughout the year. That's a Halloween Boo-gram, and so employees can buy little candy grams for their coworkers or team members, and each Boo-gram's $1, and we sell about 4,000 of these a year.
So that's a fundraising. That's part of the fundraiser.
Yes, that is a fundraiser that we do every October. We've been doing that for years. And what's really cool about this event is, yes, we're raising funds, but employees are also able to get together, pack candy, and then give it to their team members. So it's kind of that employee engagement piece and also that fundraising piece where, again, all those funds go to our MGM Resorts Foundation.
Well, if you're hearing us describe all these images and you're sitting there thinking, gosh, I sure wish I could see them, you can always go to your C Spire TV and turn it to channel 70 where SuperTalk's available, or you can go to supertalk.fm and click Watch Live, and you can actually see some of these great images and videos of all the good work that the MGM Foundation's doing.
Yeah. Another really cool one we do is through Feeding the Gulf Coast, and that is one of our grant recipients. And that's a program where they provide meals for children, school-age children that may not have many meals outside of school. So we were able to pack 10,000 meals for that program, and that program is called backpack buddies. So that has a big impact as well through the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And so a lot of these beneficiaries that we have, we try to partner with them with volunteer efforts, and so on. So it's not, just a one-time thing of the grant recipient. We really try to create those long-lasting relationships and assist when they have volunteer needs.
And I'm impressed at what an employee-led effort this is. It doesn't look like this is just the C-suite cutting checks. It looks like these are employees rolling up their sleeves and being involved in their community, both raising the money, volunteering, and then helping choose the recipients.
That's a fire department truck. And that's another cool thing we do. We do sound the alarm with the Red Cross, where that's another great example of employees rolling up their sleeves, because we will go in our, in the neighborhoods closest to the Beau Rivage and see if they need a smoke detector, smoke alarm. The fire department partners with us on that, and the Red Cross. So we will install up to 30 to 50 smoke detectors every time we host that event.
And that's a partnership with the Biloxi Fire Department?
The Biloxi Fire Department and the American Red Cross. So something we normally do in March, so coming up soon. And there's the blood drive truck. So yeah, we really do try to have something for every employee. So 2 to 3 events a year, that equals to 24 plus events that we host a year, whether those are volunteer opportunities or fundraising events. But a lot of them are those fundraising events that tie back to the foundation. So we're looking forward to see what applications we get this year. We, like I said, have 13 that we donated to last year. And CASA, one of them, Community Care Network. Community Care Network has a great program called Breakthrough, Housing Homeless Youth. And unfortunately, the homeless youth population is on the rise. So they're needing more funds than ever now. Unfortunately. So it's really neat to hear these nonprofit stories, and every one of them will just make me want to give more, And I think
in terms of demand every year, Elizabeth, do you end up getting more requests for funding than you all have funding? Does this turn into a competitive process?
It is a little competitive, but I will say one really cool thing that we are able to do, say if you did not make it through the application process, or, did not get approved there at the end, we have other ways of giving back. For example, last year we were able to donate like 40,000 hygiene kits. Because we, in efforts to be more sustainability, we transitioned from the travel size amenity shampoo and conditioner bottles in our hotel rooms to the larger size. And so all of those travel size amenities, we were able to give back to nonprofits in our area, which that equals in value, very similar to what the grant would have cost. So,
so you're telling me I can't steal a week's worth of toiletries when I leave the hotel? That's no longer an option.
Unfortunately, not anymore. But you know what? Just be glad you're being more sustainable. So hopefully that's
it's good. It's good for Earth, and that's a good thing. Even if I have to buy my own travel shampoo.
Exactly. Things like Back Bay Mission, where they service the homeless population, our Catholic charities. And things like that, we're able to benefit from those hygiene kits. And that was another volunteer opportunity as well, where our employees are kind of making an assembly line to pack shampoo, conditioner, soaps, and things like that to give back to nonprofits. We actually were able to give back to 20 nonprofits through those hygiene kit initiatives. And so there's other ways.
It's a source of pride for the employees, right? I mean, to be directly involved in helping people in their community this way.
It is, because what I think is so cool is that you take a step away from your daily life and realize, wow, I can make a difference just with this hour of volunteering, or now I'm aware of what's going on around me and how do I get more involved. So it kind of does several things with that. And again, it's just gone full circle, and I really think being in Mississippi, we're leading the way with our regional properties as far as MGM Resorts, with being the number one in giving from employees. And I think that just ties into our giving nature, being that hospitality centered state and culture. So we're very proud of that. We also logged the most volunteer numbers as a property at Beau Rivage. This year we did over 6,000 volunteer hours, or excuse me,
Wow.
over 2024, we logged over 6,000 volunteer hours for our employees. And what else is really cool about MGM is they incentivize volunteerism. So this is another way we can give back. We have what's called a volunteer portal, and for every 20 hours that you log, meaning every 20 hours that you volunteer, you receive $100 back to donate to a nonprofit of your choice. So those are other ways nonprofits can benefit. So outside the grant program.
We are almost out of time, but tell us one more time, Elizabeth, if people are interested in giving to these grants or applying for these grants, what do they need to do, and where should they go?
Yeah, they can visit us at mgmresorts.com or email foundation@mgmresorts.com. My name is Elizabeth Naff. They can also call me. My email is enaff@beaurivage.com. Be happy to speak with you if you have questions.
Well, thank you for being with us. That's been Elizabeth Naff, the HR Engagement and Communications Partner for the Beau Rivage. This is Lucian Smith here on the Gallo Radio Show on SuperTalk, Mississippi.
Thank you.